REOBroker meets weekly with our agents to discuss local and national REO market activity. We have weekly Zoom meetings to keep our members informed about the REO market and opportunities. Let's talk about our last meeting now on the REOBroker membership update. Welcome to REOBroker TV and podcasts, where we do more than sell REO. My name is Brandi Nelson, Executive Director of REOBroker.
My name is Mike Sanborn, also an Executive Director of REOBroker. REOBroker is a national professional REO organization that has supported REO agents in the default space for over 30 years. Every week, we meet in our REOBroker Mastermind to discuss changes and opportunities. These are some of the changes that we have recently covered. Consolidation of the REO companies. We have a major consolidation going on out there, it appears, between several REO companies that may be being bought up, putting their pools and their stuff together. There just seems to be a lot of activity on servicing companies at this time and who's going to be handling the inventory. Part of that included increase in pool sales, which what's that mean to agents? That means you may be getting an assignment from one company and 3 months later, it's being sold off in a pool sale to somewhere else, which we've heard from some of our clients. It makes more sense to sell them off to Wall Street than it makes for them to carry them for 600 days or better. Local market and appraisal issues. You want to pick up from there, Brandi?
In our weekly Zoom meetings, we usually discuss our local markets as well. Obviously, appraisal and lender issues are like hyper-focused in each person's area, but we are seeing more appraisal issues in regards to repairs on certain products. Appraisal is not coming back with the prices that we need. One of the issues that we're noticing is in some markets, the agents are taking the pictures out and leaving only one photo, which causes it for the appraiser not to be able to see the condition. When we're doing our BPOs, not being able to see the condition of the home with only one picture in the MLS. We also talked about diversifying the companies you work for. You can't just work for major banks. You work for hedge funds. You work for investors, private money, different lending institutions. So it's very important to diversify and not just do REO, just like our slogan says. So there's commercial, there's short sales. There's a lot of different facets of our business that we could be doing.
Thank you, Brandi. That's a lot of good points. And we also discussed today, and we found out from a lot of our clients, they're getting calls from asset managers asking what is going on in the market. Why are these prices why are their offers coming in so low? Why are we having issues getting offers on these properties? So it seems that there's a lot of uncertainty out there in the market, like between the appraisal issues you talked about and the lending issues and the diversifying. And now, I got personally a call from Fannie Mae asking me what's going on because of the offers I've been submitting and the time on the market for properties. And that's where we come up with our best practices discussion as to what we can do to help the asset managers out. Keep yourself in the forefront. Make yourself the expert on your market. These are things that they are going to expect from you, and by consulting with people in our group on the Zoom calls, we pick up a lot of good tips for our agents to keep them in there. Another question, it seems, Brandi, is what's happening with our REO inventory? We're seeing it's being moved around. Do you have anything to add to that?
Good question. As of April 2025, the REO starts have increased 36,033, a 13.9% increase, indicating a trend of rising foreclosure activity. Foreclosures have been on the rise for the 8th straight month of the year, and completed foreclosures have been up 32% from the prior year. So obviously that is a big increase in foreclosure starts and foreclosure completions. We are seeing a difference when pools are being sold, but obviously that still coming to an increase on REOs coming back to the agent. Florida does remain number one in foreclosures. There's South Carolina, Illinois. Additionally, the average time to complete a foreclosure has decreased to 645 days, down from 816 days from the previous year. This suggests that the foreclosure pipeline is moving faster and properties are being repossessed more quickly, which could impact the value.
And just to add one little thing onto that is that the increase is coming down, but it's still a long time to carry these. So our agents had talked again about how's the best practices, how we remain with everything happening, how we keep our scorecards up and what to do to maintain these properties for such a long period of time.
Scorecards are very important for asset managers, for the agents to keep up your score in these different portals. So we do talk about best practices, what can be done, understanding how these scorecards are. They can be confusing sometimes, and how we keep our scores up for these scorecards. A lot is happening in REO. And due to this is the time to sharpen your skills, understand the REO market, and be around other agents who understand the market, which is why REOBroker is a great choice to be a part of. REOBroker Mastermind meetings are designed to gather input from top agents across the country to discuss communication strategies with asset managers, market trends, and ways to manage, market, and sell REOs faster and more efficiently. This is one of the benefits of being a REOBroker member. We keep you informed about what is going on in REO.
It's great, Brandi. And we also try to keep informed our agents as to what's going on up there with upcoming events. There's different conferences going to be starting up here in the spring. And that's one of the reasons why we also discuss who's going to be where, or other agents go to other ones. We recently had an agent go to an IMN conference, a single family residential and rental. She had a lot of good information to pass on, and we'll be passing it on to our other members. The information and news we share about REOBroker opportunities and training are for members only. We encourage you to join REOBroker today. We have openings in several states. If you're an experienced REO agent, please get in touch with me.
Click the link below, visit REOBroker.com, and sign up. You can also schedule a meeting with myself or Mike for any questions about REOBroker.com. While you are there, please connect with us on social media and let's stay in touch. Download the Power Is Now TV app on your mobile device and watch more shows about REO on the Power Is Now TV and podcast, available on all podcast platforms and all streaming platforms as well. Thank you for watching the REOBroker membership update, where we do more than just sell REO. Have a great day.
Thank you for joining us, and all of you have a great day.